Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Big release. We've got our XJ hidden winch bumper with our wing plate option. Full DIY kit. Super easy to do. We're going to show you how to do it just now. It's super versatile. You can do what you want with it. You can run it as just a stubby bumper. You can run it with the wing plates. You can weld the wing plates solid to the bumper. It's up to you. So we're going to show you how we're going to do it. So laid out in front of me is our complete bumper kit, including the wing kit. You can get it as a complete with the wing kit. You can buy just the main body if you want to just have something a little armored in the front with a couple ding ring mounts and your winch. So it looks like a lot. It is a DIY kit, so there's quite a bit of welding. You may have to tweak yours a little bit. We'll get to that on the install, but we got our main body here. We've got our end plates for our main body, our ding ring mounts, and our wing plate kits, and then a few gussets. So like I said, looks like a lot. Get them all set aside like this. Make sure they're cleaned up, ready to go. And then we're gonna show you what needs to get cut out and how to mount everything, where to tack it. Let's get into it. So we're not gonna show how to remove the front bumper. I'm sure you guys can figure that out. This one does have an auxiliary transmission cooler, which is our extra lines here. We're gonna have to reroute those. From what we've seen, most of these XJs do not have that. This one's not a limited unicorn, but it's got a heavy duty tow package is what we figured out why that's there. And then our factory fog light wiring we'll have to move too. But we're gonna cut on the inside of our unibody up and across. So this main portion is gonna go, and what that's gonna do is allow us to tuck our winch in there extremely tight. We do have a winch that we're gonna install with this so you guys can see our recommendations for winches for this kit. If you guys install this in the future and you guys find another winch that does fit, please let us know. We're not gonna go out and buy 50 different winches to see if they fit, so let us know if they fit and we can update our info on our site. So we're gonna get that cut out. We'll figure out what to do with those training lines here in just a minute. So let's get this out of the way. So much more room for activities.
So many activities! It's making my head spin how many activities we can do.
You like guacamole? Oh! Oh God! Run!
So anybody freaking out about we just cut the radiator support out. Top portion's still intact and your mounts are out on the edge, so still got support there. Don't have to worry about the radiator going anywhere. If you've got this auxiliary cooler, we're probably going to end up bending these tabs, drilling through and mounting them to the top portion of that, and then we'll figure out what to do with our lines at that point, if we got to route them out to the side, or we'll try test fitting with our winch and see if we can kind of snake them around there. We'll figure that part out later. So now we can get our main body on, our side panels to start. I got a little painting to do first. Yeah, we'll get that touched up and then we'll get that main body portion on. So we painted all of our cut edge, and as you notice, we don't have our steering gearbox in. This is our Dana 60 project you guys have heard a lot about.
Bruh.
We're still in the works on it. We're making some headway.
I'm sorry, was that supposed to be a secret?
Don't have a timeline on it, right?
Nope.
Month or 2, 3, 6
Years.
Working on it. You don't have to remove your steering gearbox to do this, but you do have to unbolt it. So you don't have to take your lines off, strap it in there, whatever you got to do to get this outer wing plate on, and we'll show you that. But the 3 bolts that hold on your steering gearbox go through that outer plate. So, and you can't do them one at a time. You do have to do them all at once. So we took ours out just because it was easier. You can leave yours in with your lines hooked up, steering shaft all attached. Don't have to mess with anything but the 3 bolts. So we're going to get our outer plates on, and then we get to put the main body on. So these don't come pre-welded. We're making the nut plates. So you're gonna have the upper bolt on the outer portion of the side plates. We'll get weld nuts, and then we're gonna make these 2 flat pieces. These are gonna get welded to the unibody. So we're gonna tack these on there as well. So we got our nuts welded on for our side plates. We're gonna prime and paint the inside. The rest can be done afterwards, but these don't get any other welding onto them. Right, P-Doug? So we got our nuts welded on. We're gonna prime and paint the inside, so once they're bolted on, these will not have any more welding done to them. Once it's all done, then we can paint the outside and make it look real nice and pretty. So while we're waiting for some paint to dry on some of our brackets, we're gonna put our D-rings in while we have our end cap off so we can get really good solid welds. So this is gonna have a square 90-degree corner and then a beveled corner. Beveled corner is gonna go down. These are tight, so you may have to tap them in a little bit, but I already kind of cleaned it up a little. So you want nice tight fit on that bottom. We have a little spot because of the bend in the top. We're gonna make it uniform on both sides, so this bottom angle is gonna be our tight point. Tack her in there. Again, not a professional welder. We've got other guys doing stuff for you guys. This is a DIY one, so don't judge. Cut. So because these are recovery points, we're gonna weld the inside and the outside. Small piece, set it up for the best possible shot. We're gonna burn these in hot, so the puddle's gonna try and run away. So we're gonna put it up upright so it doesn't have anywhere to run. Do what you can, get the best weld you can, make sure it's nice and burned in. It's a recovery point. So I'm gonna have camera guy cut and hold this for me. So we got our plate mounted on here. We primed and painted the inside of it because there's gonna be no welding to this portion. These 4 bolts are gonna come in your hardware kit. These 3 you're gonna reuse. That's your factory sway bar location. This bolt here on both sides, you do have to take a carbide bit to because there's an edge for where the nut plate is inside the frame rail. So you just gotta ground that down on each side. These 3 are gonna be for your factory bumper. And this is our new mount for our front portion that's got that weld nut on it. So, and then you do have to drill out right here. We use our handy dandy press right here, 1/2 inch, real easy to get to. Just bolt it in there. We've got our driver's side already done, so we're about ready to start test fitting our main section here. So we're working on our outer wing plates here that are actually gonna be our first weld portion to the center section. This is our weld nut that we installed that's gonna go in our top right. We're gonna use that to just hold it in place for now. And then our nut plates that we made earlier are gonna go on the back side. We ground down a little dimple in the front, so we're gonna plug weld this right after we know it all fits. And the reason being is once this is all welded, if you do not weld that, you'll be able to remove it, but getting it back on is gonna be a nightmare as one piece, so.
And don't weld your hand.
Yeah, and don't weld your hand. Believe it or not, I was wearing a glove. It went through the glove and I had to peel it off my hand, so. I'm gonna put gloves on so I don't look like an oh, she burned through. Fixed it. Okay. Like a glove. So this is another reason why we weld that nut plate on there, because we were able to just remove this. We don't have to monkey with anything on the inside. So we're gonna bolt that back on here in a second. We have the driver's side on now, but what you wanna look for is your bolt-on side plate is gonna hang the main portion here. And you see that notch? We're gonna slide that back. This has a little bit of play to it. Once you bolt this on, that will even that out, so there's no concern there. So make sure that's back all the way on both sides. We'll come over to the other side here. So these 3 are tight. We're sitting up against the back of that, and this will have this little ledge here all the way around. So you want that to be uniform on both sides. You will need to do a little bit of prying and tacking to get these nice and flush. It's a DIY kit. There's welding and grinding involved, but this actually, the bends turned out really nice. So we're gonna get that side bolted back on, and then we'll start tacking this together. Once it's all tacked together and we're happy that it's not gonna move at all, we're gonna unbolt the whole thing and go weld this on the bench. So we're gonna do quite a bit of extra welding and grinding on this one. Reason being, we're gonna weld inside and outside so that we can grind down and bevel our edges so it all looks like one solid piece. If you don't care that much, outside stitch, really nice, be plenty strong. We're also gonna jump around because this is a very tight tolerance, so we don't want these to bow in. If they do bow in, it's just gonna make for a harder install, especially with a winch in here. But we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. So I'm gonna weld the inside first so that I have plenty of material for my outside, and then we'll see how much grinding we have left to do when we're done.
A few moments later.
All right, so we got most of our welding done on our winch bumper here. We welded inside and out, so we had plenty of meat to weld to so we could grind out and get a nice finish on the outside. What we have left to weld on this is gonna be our internal gussets. We're gonna run a Badlands ZXR 12,000 pound winch. We know it fits in here, but we need to figure out where we're gonna put our internal gussets. You want those as tight to your mounting bolts for your winch and your fair lead as possible without making contact with your winch. So we're gonna put our winch in, tack in our gussets, pull the winch out, weld those in solid, and then we're gonna jump to an additional add-on wing bumper ends. These are gonna get welded together and then they're gonna get bolted to the end plates there. And then we'll figure out what we're gonna do for paint. So let's get our winch unboxed, get that bolted in, and then work on our internal gussets, and then we'll start on our wing plates. So we've got our ZXR out of the box. What we need to do to be able to access the free spool on this is we have to clock this 90 degrees. It's different on some winches. Some winches you can't clock. This one, we know we can. So you gotta take your upper cage bolts out here. This is most likely gonna unspool because it is under tension. So just keep your fingers clear. Like that. Like that. So what we're gonna do is there's gonna be 8 bolts in here, these little guys. We're gonna take those out. We're gonna take this off. We're gonna rotate. We're gonna bolt it back on, bolt our cage back on, then we're clocked, so our handle is gonna be at the back part when it's installed, so you'll be able to reach up, very easy, twist it, free spool, pull out, lock it, good to go. So we're gonna bolt this back together, and we'll jump back in here in a minute when we have this bolted into the bumper. So just wanna show you guys a quick shot. This is the fair lead that we designed for this bumper, so it's nice and low profile. I think we're gonna change out the hardware in this kit. So don't pay attention to that. Right now we're gonna leave this out for this install because we are gonna switch this winch over to synthetic rope. Otherwise, it's the same bolt pattern. If you're gonna run a cable winch to run the roller fair lead on the outside, that'll bolt on no problem. So we're gonna get this out. We're gonna bolt our ZXR in here, and then we're gonna see where we can put our internal gussets, mark them, pull it back out, and then burn in our internal gussets, and then we can put the winch back in for hopefully its final time and get the main portion of the bumper on the Jeep so then we can start working on our wing plates. All right, so we got our ZXR 12,000 mounted in here. It is a tight fit. This will not fit the Apex for reasons being Apex is taller, it's wider. This sits extremely close to the bottom of the radiator. Handle's gonna clear, it's tight, but it does clear. We have to double check and make sure it's gonna clear our steering gearbox when you go to flip it. The reason why we have this mounted in here is because now we're trying to figure out our internal gusset plates. So winches are different. It's a tight fit on this side. It's gonna clear the cap when we go to put it in, but what we wanna do is make sure we have clearance like this. It's gonna be really hard to see, but we're gonna weld this in here. We're gonna take this back out. But we want to get it as close without touching anything as we can to our winch mounts underneath and our fair lead mounts. So I've got a mark here and here to line up with. We're going to take this back out and get those tacked in here. And then we'll be done welding our main body. So let's take this winch out again. All right, so our main body is done. Now we're doing the optional wing plate. So we're gonna show you how to tack it all together. It's all gonna be welded on the bench, and then we're just gonna bolt it on. So these plates are the same left and right. They're just flipped over, but we're gonna start out like this. It's gonna sit flush all the way around, tack that one in. Then we're gonna bring our outer plate in. I think I have the wrong side. There we go. This one will set in just like so. We'll get that one tacked in. And then we got our finished panel that's gonna sit right in here. We got an access hole here for bolting it on later, and then we'll use a regular wrench for those two. So let's get to tacking. Stay. We've got one wing already welded together, ground down, bolted on. We just finished welding up this one. We're going for a slight beveled edge on this one. You can do sharp edges, whatever you want to do. But what we do is we grind flat, and then we slightly bevel the edge in long strokes. So this one's a little sharper than the rest of them. It's completely up to you guys how much you want to bevel, how crazy you want to get with it. So we've already got one bolted on. We'll get this one bolted on, show you guys a full picture of what it looks like raw. And then I think we're going to send these off to powder, get them powder coated black along with the rear bumper, get this project moving. All right, so we got both of our wing plates all welded, ground down, bolted on. If you were to choose that you want to actually weld this and make it look like one completely solid piece, you can do that, and you'd still have the ability to unbolt it. Downside to that, as we see, is hit a rock here, bend up your one wing, you can unbolt it. We'll sell you a single wing piece, but it's a DIY bumper. Do what you want with it. We're going to do a little bit more cleaning up here before we send it off to powder, but we're going to get this all powder coated black, make it look nice and pretty, get some pictures up on the website, get these available for you guys to purchase on the website. Yeah, so far, fantastic kit. We got that ZXR winch in there right now. We're going to swap that out to synthetic rope. That's why we don't have a fair leader, the roller on there right now, and we had to test fit, make sure everything was good. Easy, crawl under here, flip your switch. Easy access for that. Otherwise, if you wanted to, you could rotate it, cut up your grill, whatever you want to do with that. So it seems like there's a lot of welding, grinding. There is in this kit, but this kit was extremely easy to do. The cutting out of the radiator support section, it's wide out in the open. This one had the auxiliary cooler to deal with, but wasn't a big deal. We still have that in there. It still clears that, that ZXR winch. So, you know, get them on the website. If you have questions, give us a call. If you can weld at all, you can make this kit work. Super low profile, doesn't stick way off the Jeep. So far we're extremely happy with it. Can't wait to actually get it out and test it on the road, which we'll see how much longer this project's gonna sit in here. So thanks guys, like and subscribe, drop some comments, and let me know what you wanna see next.